Hey everyone, it's Jessica, and today I'm going to resurrect this old video I used to do called Fast 5. I mean, it's not that old, but back when I started my channel over 2 years ago, I started this Fast 5 series, and then I just kind of forgot about it, and I'm actually really excited to bring it back because I have kind of a fresh insight on how I want to do it this time around. So basically what it is I try and keep it around 5 minutes. It always ends up going over, but I try and keep it around 5 minutes. This one might go over since I'm restarting it. But I basically pick 5 of whatever categories, whether it's concealers or mascaras, or today we're doing highlighters. But I want to be more specific this time. So this time I want to do just drugstore highlighters. So it's kind of like my 5 drugstore highlighters, and I'm going to rank them this time. Before I just mentioned them all 5 and just told you what was good about all of them. But this time I'm going to rank them. So I'm going to have my number 5, then number 4, and it'll go down to number 1, which is of course the one that I would recommend the most, that I love the most, etc. So I am so excited to get started, so let's go ahead and get into it. So my number 5 pick is a new one for me, and it's the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Highlighter. I have it in the shade Ice. They have 2 other colors, more of a warm tone one, and then I think they have more of a rosy toned one. They have 4 shades that you essentially mix together, and they make, you know, a highlight shade. And what I like about it is that they really are pigmented, and you can get one that really blends better with your skin tone. But they blend out pretty nicely. My only downside, and the reason it's number 5, is that I think that it's not, I don't know, it's not as finely milled as a lot of the other ones I'm gonna mention are. So it doesn't look as natural, like, you know, where some highlighters make you look like, wow, like it looks glowy. I don't think this one does it as well. And one other thing about this, like I mentioned, it has 4 different shades. There's this kind of nude shade right here that's almost more of a satin finish that I think that alone is a really pretty highlight. So, you know, you can kind of pinpoint that one and use it, because when you mix it with the blue and the purple tones here, it really makes it even cooler toned, whereas that neutral shade is just beautiful on its own. But do I think it's still a really nice highlighter? Yes. And I think the packaging is, looking at them, this is my favorite packaging. I think it is so beautiful. L'Oreal is so good with the rose gold and stuff. They know what most of us like. So I think that's beautiful. Would I buy another one of them, like a different shade? Maybe, but probably not, because the ones I'm going to tell you about are just so much better. But I do like this one. Number 4 is the Revlon highlighting palette in Rose Glow. Now this one I use more as a blush topper, and what I mean by that is when I've got my blush on, I'll use this, since it's got that rosy tone, kind of on top of it just to add glow. And I might put a little on my upper cheekbone, but I'll mostly just top that to make it almost into a shimmery blush. It's beautiful. I don't think wearing this like instead of blush is enough, because it's a really light pink. So unless you were really, really fair, it wouldn't show up as well. But on top of blush, I think it's really, really beautiful. Would definitely recommend this, especially if you're looking for something more like that and not necessarily a highlight color. Number 3 is new to me, which is crazy because it's one of e.l.f.'s, like, one of those e.l.f. products that everyone else loves, but I hadn't tried it yet. This is the e.l.f. Baked Blush in Pinktastic. And these are, I think, $3, so they're probably the cheapest I'm mentioning today. This one is like, it reminds me of the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. It's just this crazy, shimmery, beautiful, golden champagne colored highlighter. And it blends really, really nice. You do have to be careful because, again, it's really, really shimmery, but because it blends so beautifully, you really can't screw it up too much. I love this, and frankly, I remember being turned off from e.l.f.'s baked blushes for a while because I had gotten one and it was really, really dry, but I think they changed the formula because this is like butter. It might look dry to you, but it's not at all. It's very, very buttery. So if for some reason you got a bad batch, double check, because if yours feels dry, then you might have, I don't know, gotten a bad batch, because it should be really buttery. All right, my number 2 pick. The number 2 and number 1 were almost a tie, and I was like, no, because there's one that I know I love more. Number 2 is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana, and I always put it in quotes because this is not a bronzer for, I don't think, anyone, but it's this gorgeous, just satiny, light color, and it ends up looking just like, in my opinion, like the Hourglass ones, where it has just a little bit of glow to it, but really there's no glitter, almost no detectable shimmer. But it does something to your skin where you just look like you are lit from within. And every time I've ever worn this is one that you can wear here, but you can also put down your nose and right here and here. And it never looks like, ooh, you look weird and shiny, or you look oily. It's always perfect. I can't believe this powder is as cheap as it is. I love this so much. And if you've been watching me for a while and you still haven't bought this, and you're near my skin tone, you really should buy it because it's so unbelievable. I need to buy a new one because it does have SPF and it expires this year. So I think I'm gonna buy a new one and get rid of this one but I hit pan on it. That's how much I love it. And look how big this is, and I hit pan on it. That's crazy. My #1 drugstore highlighter pick, and you're only gonna be able to find this if you're near a Walmart, or you can order from walmart.com. And I'm sorry that that's the only place they sell it. But this is the Hard Candy So Baked Bronzer, again, bronzer, in the shade Tiki. And it is the most, I'm wearing this one today. It is the most beautiful highlighter. I pick this over, like I've got Guerlain Meteorites. I pick this over that most days. Like I pick it over MAC ones I have. I love this highlighter so much. I think it's around $8 at Walmart. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's, again, a golden champagne highlight. It doesn't have like glitter. It's just got these really finely milled, no, I don't think it has glitter. It's just like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to describe it. But again, this has that beautiful, like, whoa, like I love the way that looks. I wore this on my wedding day. Again, over all the high-end ones I have, this is the one I picked because it is that unbelievable. It is that amazing. So definitely recommend this one. Again, it can look dry because it's baked, and if you've been turned off by baked products before, try this one because this one is even softer than the e.l.f. one. It feels like velvet when you're rubbing your finger on it. So I love this so much. I can't recommend it enough. So those were my top 5 picks for drugstore highlighters. I would love to know what yours are down below, and that way all of us can kind of see if there's some other great ones out there, which there are even more out there that I haven't even tried yet. So subscribe if you enjoyed this. I can link my old Fast 5 playlist below so you can see the way I used to do it, which I think is kind of fun. Otherwise, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.